So last night, the Los Angeles Lakers met up with the Minnesota Timberwolves in Los Angeles. The second game of a potential seven-game series, depending on how many games it takes for either of these teams to win four games. Um, the Lakers tied the series up 1-1. They came out firing and very physical. JJ Redick cited lack of physicality as the reason for the game one blowout, and he was very upset with his group. He was very pleased with the way they responded to that blowout in game two. They outscored the Timberwolves 34-15 in the first quarter and led by 15 to 20 for three out of the four quarters. In the fourth quarter, they took their foot off the gas a little bit, letting the Timberwolves back in the game, only winning by nine. But they held the Timberwolves to their lowest scoring total of the entire season. That just shows you how well defensively they played, but they still did not play well offensively. They need Obviously, a win is a win, and you'll take any win you can get in the playoffs, but they need to be better offensively, and they need to close games much better as well, as I'm sure JJ Redick will address with the team moving forward going into game three. The final score of game two was 94-85. The Lakers won. Series tied at 1-1 now, going back to Minnesota. For the Timberwolves, the leading scorer was Julius Randle. He ended with 27 points on 9 of 17 from the field, 2 of 4 from deep, 7 of 9 from the free throw line, and also added 4 rebounds, 6 assists, a steal, and a block. This is his second um, straight perfor good performance against the Lakers, and the Lakers are going to have to find a way to slow him down if they want to be able to take at least one a game on the road, if not both. It would be very hard to take both, but you at least want to go out to Minnesota and get a split if you can. And in order to do that, they are going to need to find a way to contain Julius Randle because, as I said, the first two games he has been playing really well against the Lakers. The second leading scorer was Anthony Edwards. Anthony Edwards actually cited that the Lakers defense was very confusing after the game. He said every time he got the ball, they went in a zone and he called it very confusing. So Anthony Edwards is going to have to watch some film, figure out a way to respond to that zone if the Lakers continue to run it when Anthony Edwards has the ball. Nonetheless, Edwards still ended with 25 points on 10 of 22 from the field, 2 of 8 from deep, 3 of 4 from the free throw line, and also had 6 rebounds. The difference in game two compared to game one was the role players. The Timberwolves did not, the Timberwolves role players did not play as well as they did in game one and game two, which is why they ended up losing game two because the role players really played really poor compared to game one when they could not miss. Rudy Gobert played 29 minutes. In his 29 minutes, he ended with 6 points on 2 of 5 from the field, 2 of 4 from the free throw line, and also had 6 rebounds and 2 steals. Jaden McDaniels, after a great game one where he scored 25 points, came back down to earth, scoring 8 points on 3 of 11 from the field, 0 of 3 from deep, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, and also had 4 rebounds and an assist as well as a block. And then Mike Conley ended with a 0 for 0 points on 0 of 5 from the field, 0 of 3 from deep, and also had 6 rebounds and an assist. And then off the bench, the Timberwolves bench scored 43 points in game one. This game, they combined for, let me do the math real quick, 13, 17, 19 points compared to 43. The Lakers bench didn't play great either, but the Timberwolves bench didn't severely outperform them as they did in game one. The only double-digit scores for the Timberwolves were Anthony Edwards and Julius Randle. That's not going to get it done against a team like the Lakers, who have LeBron James, Austin Reeves, and Luka Doncic, who are guaranteed to at least get double figures. So the role players are going to have to step up moving forward for the Timberwolves, similar to what they did in game one, if the Timberwolves want to have a chance to win either one or both games at home. Naz Reid really struggled. He had 20 plus points in game one, only ended with 9 points in game three on 3 of 8 from the field, 1 of 3 from deep, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, and also had 2 rebounds on assist and 3 steals. DiVincenzo ended with 4 points on 1 of 4 from the field, excuse me, 0 of 2 from deep, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, and also had 3 rebounds and 2 assists. Nikhil Alexander-Walker ended with 4 points on 1 of 6 from the field, 0 of 2 from deep, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, and also had 2 rebounds and 3 assists. And then Terrence Shannon Jr. didn't get any run in game one. In game two, Chris Finch was looking for some kind of spark, put Terrence Shannon Jr. in there. I believe he should have got more minutes. I mean, he was playing very well in the 7 minutes he played, ending with 2 points on a 1-of-1 from the field, and also added a rebound. Not sure what made Chris Finch go away from him, but maybe that's something he'll look at moving forward if the Timberwolves role players continue to play as poor as they did in game two. Overall, the Timberwolves shot 50 plus percent from the field and from deep in game one. The Lakers contained them to 38% from the field in game two, 20% from deep, 80% from the free throw line, and only turned over 11 times. But if the Lakers are playing defense like that, it's going to be really hard for the Timberwolves to score unless Anthony Edwards finds a way to um, play make the way he did in game one, as well as figure out a way to beat the zone of the Lakers if they continue to run it. For the Lakers, Luka Doncic led the way, scoring 16 of his 31 in the first quarter, coming out firing, setting the tone for his team. He ended, as I said, with 31 points on 9 of 20 from the field, 2 of 8 from deep, 11 of 11 from the free throw line. He was very aggressive, and he also ended an assist shy of a triple double, ended with 12 rebounds and 9 assists, and had 1 block as well. Luka played fantastic defensively. It's not talked about enough how well he played defensively. He was containing Anthony Edwards. The Timberwolves were trying to mismatch hunt him, and he was responding by playing probably the best defense I've seen him play all season. And that is what the Lakers are going to need out of Luka, not only for him to score, but also for him to play very well defensively moving forward. The one thing I'll nitpick about Luca is the turnovers. Once again, 4 turnovers. I'd say keep that between 2 to 3 turnovers, and then that would be even better for the Lakers. The second leading scorer was LeBron James, who ended with 21 points on 8 of 19 from the field, 1 of 5 from deep, 4 of 4 from the free throw line, and also had 11 rebounds and 7 assists, as well as a steal and a block. LeBron set the tone defensively. Luca set the tone offensively. LeBron set it defensively. LeBron's defensive intensity from the jump was much better than it was in game one, and the team followed suit. And that is what the Lakers are going to need to continue to do moving forward if they want to win a few games on the road, if not at least one, and then ultimately end up winning the series. That is the type of defense the Lakers are going to have to play. The third leading scorer, of course, was Austin Reeves. He ended with 16 points on 7 of 14 from the field, 0 of 6 from deep. He's been in a really bad shooting slump from deep lately. The Lakers are going to need him to break out of that going into Minnesota, especially if they want to win at least one of these road games. It's going to be a very tough place to play, as Luka Doncic cited. So Austin Reeves is going to have to break out of that shooting slump. Hopefully, he'll be able to do so in game three. He did get to the line twice, making both free throws, and he also added 5 rebounds and 5 assists. And then the round out starting five was Jackson Hayes and Rui Hachimura. Rui Hachimura ended with 11 points on 4 of 9 from the field, 0 of 2 from deep, 3 of 3 from the free throw line, and also had 5 rebounds and 2 steals as well as a block. And then Jackson Hayes only played 9 minutes. That's because he got in quick foul trouble and with 5 personal fouls. I believe he picked up 3 in the first half alone. So he only played 9 minutes. In those 9 minutes, he ended with 2 points on 1 of 2 from the field and also added with 1 rebound and 1 block. And then off the bench, the only 2 players to score off the bench were Gabe Vincent and Dorian Finney-Smith. Those were the only 2 who really played majority of minutes off the bench because Jared Vanderbilt off the bench only played 8 minutes and Jordan Goodwin only played 7 minutes. This shows you this was a must-win game for the Lakers because they pretty much played all 5 of their starters 40 plus minutes. Austin Reeves played 43, Luka 42, LeBron James 40, Rui Hachimura 34. So this was a must-win for the Lakers, and it showed by JJ's short rotation. I'm sure he won't continue to do this moving forward, but in must-win games, that is what these players train for it there. They train all year to play 40 plus minutes in the playoffs, and that's what they condition for. So we'll see if JJ continues to run that rotation, and if he does, we'll see if it starts to hurt the Lakers by making their starters tired. That's the one worry I have with it. So I would prefer JJ not to play that short of a rotation moving forward, but we'll see what he decides to do in game three. Dorian Finney-Smith played 39 minutes off the bench, ended with 7 points on 3 of 6 from the field, 1 of 3 from deep, and also had 5 rebounds and an assist and a block. And then Gabe Vincent ended with 6 points in 19 minutes on 2 of 4, all from deep, and also had an assist and a block. Then Jordan Goodwin didn't shoot a shot in his 7 minutes. He only ended with 1 rebound. Jared Vanderbilt shot 1 3, missed it. It was at the end of the first quarter buzzer. And he also added a rebound and a steal. Overall, the Lakers shot 45% from the field, 20% from deep. Really rough shooting night from deep from them again. They have to break out of this 3-point shooting slump if they want to be able to leave Minnesota with a split, if not both games. So hopefully they'll be able to do that. They didn't miss a free throw though. That's something that is a big key moving forward. Got to continue to shoot the free throws at the high clip that they did 100% as a team and only turned over 12 times. So the one thing that the Lakers have to do better is just shoot the three ball. If they shoot three ball at a higher clip, I believe they could leave Minnesota with at least one win, if not both. And we'll see if they can build on this game two win in game three on Friday in Minnesota. And for Minnesota, we'll see if they can bounce back on their home floor in game three.